Buffon became obsessed at 7 years old. Not with scoring, with a goalkeeper. He was watching Thomas Nkono at the 1990 World Cup, a man flying into chaos and owning a moment everyone else was terrified of. That is the first clue that goalkeepers are not just players. They are a different species of footballer. They are playing the same game as everyone on the pitch, but mentally, they are living in another sport. When kids first fall in love with football, most of them want the same thing. They want to score. They want the crowd. They want the noise. They want the celebration. Very few look at the goal and think, "Put me there." That choice matters more than it seems, because becoming a goalkeeper means choosing pressure early. It means accepting responsibility before you really understand what that feels like. And in some cases, it means getting used to loneliness before you even have the words for it. Most players are drawn to expression. A lot of goalkeepers are drawn to control. That difference starts young, and it stays with them. And this is where it gets strange. The position teaches one brutal lesson earlier than almost any other. When you get it right, the game moves on. When you get it wrong, everybody remembers. An outfield player can lose the ball and still get another touch a few seconds later. A goalkeeper can be nearly perfect for a full match, then get judged for one bad read. One step too late. One hand in the wrong place. That kind of pressure does not just test your mind. It starts rebuilding it. Manuel Neuer once described his role in terms of security and protection. That says everything. Most players are trying to create danger. The goalkeeper is trying to remove it before it fully appears. So the way they think becomes different. They scan earlier. They read space faster. They are not just reacting to what is happening. They are trying to sense what is about to happen before anyone else sees it. That is why the role can look calm from the outside while feeling intense from the inside. A goalkeeper might go long stretches without making a save, yet mentally, the game never really leaves. Roman Burki spoke about learning that staying fully focused for 90 minutes is impossible. Instead, he learned to relax when the ball was far away, then raise his concentration as danger moved closer. That is such a strange skill when you think about it. You spend long periods waiting. Then suddenly, the whole match can land on one moment. No build-up. No warning, just one decision that has to be right. So the goalkeeper brain adapts. Not through constant panic. Through control. Wait, read, reset, then act with total clarity. Alisson has spoken about concentration, desire, and determination. And for a goalkeeper, that concentration hits differently. For most players, concentration helps performance. For a goalkeeper, concentration often is the performance. There are matches where the body barely moves, but the mind is working the whole time. You are checking angles, reading runs, watching the line, listening for danger, tracking the speed of the attack before the shot even comes. And then when it does come, you do not get to warm into the moment. You have to be there immediately. Here is the part nobody talks about. The isolation. Sam Johnstone has spoken about how lonely it can feel standing in goal. That line explains a lot. Think about what that actually means. Everyone else on the pitch has 10 teammates nearby. You have a goal, a line, and a silence that gets louder the longer the game goes on. You are shouting at defenders who are 40 yards away. You are reading a game you cannot touch. You organize. You warn. You adjust. You carry responsibility for problems that may have started 50 yards away. And when the shot finally comes, it comes through bodies, through traffic, through chaos. And suddenly it is just you. Nobody is helping you in that moment. Nobody can. That changes people. It creates a mindset that is part leader, part survivor. You have to calm everyone else down while staying ready for the one moment that could decide everything. You have to recover from mistakes quickly, but never become careless. You have to be confident enough to stand there again next week, even when the last mistake is still being replayed. Few positions ask for that balance. Goalkeeping demands it every game, and this is where the mind starts to show itself. Then you get to the biggest moments. Emiliano Martínez has said that when it comes to winning, he will do everything he can to win the game. In penalties, in one-on-ones, in those high-pressure moments, you can see exactly what that means. People focus on the stare, the delay, the presence, the disruption. What they are really watching is a goalkeeper using psychology as part of the save itself. For a striker, the moment begins with the shot. For a goalkeeper, it often starts before the ball is even struck. That is why goalkeepers can seem a little unusual to everyone else on the pitch. The role asks for traits that do not usually sit together comfortably. Calm, but aggressive. Patient, but alert. Isolated, but responsible for everyone around them. Strong enough to absorb blame, yet clear-headed enough to come back and do it all again. That mix does not just create a different kind of player. It creates a different way of thinking. So when people say goalkeepers are different, they are noticing something real. The position gives you a different relationship with risk, failure, time, and control. It teaches you that bravery is often quiet. That focus comes in waves, and that one moment can erase 90 minutes or define a career. Next time you watch a match, wait for a moment when the ball is at the other end. Look at the goalkeeper. Watch their feet move before the attack has even started. Watch them adjust their gloves when nothing is happening. They are not waiting. They are working. They have been the whole time. You just couldn't see it.